Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have a song as requested by Testy Lazy in the comments of the last video. This is Abnormal Spectrum. I feel personally called out by that title. I don't think that's intentional, but it might be. I'm watching you, Testy Lazy. I'm watching you. But of course, jokes aside, I've got to listen to this song, so without further ado, let's go! Ooh. Are we doing that like Phantom of the Opera thing again? Wait. Nope. It's suddenly too French for that. Which is kind of ironic. Ooh. Ooh, hey. This might be opera yet. Ooh. It is, okay. I wasn't fully sure, but only opera singers have that good of support. Hello. Oh. Okay, we're doing that like Fifth Element kind of thing again with the vocals. This is weird. It's a very weird soundscape for this one. Is this Adam again? I can usually kind of tell. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's similar to those other ones. It might be Adam Goodman again. Oh, I love those. The thinning of the vowel shapes there. I love that in opera. It's so cool. This is so strange. It's like the song itself was lost in like a digital noise. That's so neat. Beautiful nonsense. That's what this song was. I enjoyed a lot of the aspects of it, but I'm having one hell of a time trying to figure out what the hell this song was supposed to be referencing or trying to get you to feel in any way, shape, or form. I feel like a lot of the song itself is probably supposed to be kind of nonsensical, especially with like that vocal quality as it transitioned into the second movement of this song. That like filtering that they were adding, that was like, what the fuck is happening there? But that's also really cool because like as it does that filtering and the voice distorts a little bit, you start to go like, oh, okay, something's going wrong. And then what they do for the transition into that second part is they syncopate a little bit more of the rhythm behind it. Now there are things in this song that are trying to line up but aren't. It's like you're trying to put together something that's cracked and broken. You can't quite get all the pieces to firm back together, and you're just like constantly grabbing them like, oh yeah, you're like holding it together, and that is really neat in itself. I've seen a lot of songs do that sort of thing. That approach to a character is definitely something pretty common in a lot of the games I cover, but for this one, I think the most interesting part is that I can't tell exactly why it's happening. At least in most cases, I can usually venture a guess at what the character motivation is when I hear a theme, because I'm like, okay, well, here's the idea of the song, what it's representing, and where it's going. It's like telling a story in music is something I talk about all the time. For this one, I feel like there are too many things going on all at once, and none of them are really working together except for like the core of the song. It's like the body and bass line of the track, the vocals, for example, are very much together, but everything else around it is fractured and trying to stick back together, but none of it's really gelling. It didn't really change time signature from what I could tell. I'm pretty sure it was the 3/4 pretty much all the way through. It has that waltzy jaunt to it, but it also, in that moment of that transition, almost broke apart, but it came back in doing the 3/4 again. So it definitely like kept itself together, but I feel like this whole song is whatever character this is, whoever this may be, is like struggling to keep that unity in place. There are definitely factors in this song that are giving me little hints about what the character motivation might be. Like the voice is very clear and beautiful, of course, that opera, that tragedy in that sound, and it's beautiful, but you can also tell there's a sadness behind it, and they don't really make it clear as to what that is. There's no real lyrics in here. There's no lyrical line. It's just the voice. So it's almost like it's calling out almost in a cry, not necessarily for help, but just that tragic backbone to the song kind of makes you wonder what the character's motivation is. Maybe they don't want to be there. Maybe they do. Maybe they brought this upon themselves. It's really hard to tell when there's no clear line of what the lyrical intent of the song is, while the rest of the music is also still so broken that you're like, oh, what's happening? There's so many things in here. The lute in here is really nice. Like, I love that flavor. I love that mixed with, I can't tell if it's an organ or an accordion. Some of them can definitely end up sounding very similar, especially in French-inspired music, much like this one would be, and I really do like that. But again, it's just another layer of like what the character is, who they are. Like, why is this character specifically choosing this to be their music? You know, like, why is this the sound they're associated with? I can't tell what the source would be for this specific character type, except for maybe relating it to like that robot Jesus stuff we had a little while back. A little bit of that like romanticized sound in the music, and like that being kind of tragic would definitely tail in well with that event. I'm just not sure, because I don't really know the stories of any of those, and I definitely don't know one from something this new. This is like a brand new event apparently, so I've got nothing. I don't even have close to the like toolbox I need to be able to peel back the layers of this one and try to understand where this would be coming from in the lore, because I'm not entirely sure when it happens. Usually just context clues from what I'd gotten to a few months ago to now is enough for me to like piece together a breadcrumb trail that I can kind of follow and assume where the story is going. Even if it's completely detached, I can at least understand where the writers are coming from, because a lot of the time they tend to follow similar moods and motifs in their own work for the writing, and you can kind of follow this line of storytelling to whatever the next following event happens to touch on. So maybe that's why I'm comparing it to like the Robot Jesus arc, because it does have a similar feel to it, but that's very possible that it's just because for some reason the imagery is kind of reminding me of that, the digital like breaking and everything, and the sound as well. There are little hints to that, so maybe that's related, but it definitely sounds more like that opera stuff that we got a little while ago too, and I don't even know if that's from the same event, so it very well could be something completely unrelated, but just using a similar creative team, and that's why it makes it so difficult to try and figure some of these out, because it's like, where are we going? Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm so confused. But much like I referenced that vocal distortion a bunch, there's a lot of sound design stuff just nestled and sprinkled throughout here that gives me that feeling that it's related to that digital decay that we were getting in that Robot Jesus arc. That's what I call it, by the way. I know that's not the name of it, but God forbid I remember the actual title of that event, so I just call it the Robot Jesus arc, and I feel like most of you understand what I mean. But the point here is that this one is really neat. I love a lot of the directions of where things are going, and the confusion, it has got to be a part of it, right? Like, there's no way that I'm picking up on the fact that this doesn't seem to have a lot of direction in the design of it, and have that not be on purpose, you know, like whoever made this, and I'm still pretty sure that this is Adam. I really couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's just the opera stuff, and I know he's touched on that recently, so that very well could be the case. But this also might be from one of the people who had handled music for the Robot Jesus arc, which I don't know if Adam did anything on at all. So maybe I am completely wrong on that one, but something is just, it feels a little Adam to me. I really wish I had a better explanation as to why this feels like Adam, but sometimes you just get that feeling in your gut, right? Like, that's what this feels like to me. It feels like something that he would have made. I hope I'm right, but I'm definitely prepared to be very off base with that one. But I've yapped about this one enough, so I think I'll call it here. If you want to hear stuff specifically about the opera factor of this song, I suggest you wait until Marco Meatball makes a video on it. He'll probably make one soon. I mean, he tends to get to these eventually, so I don't know when he may, but he's probably the person to go to for specifically opinions on that front. I try to stay away from it because I feel like I would just be spreading misinformation because I don't know that scene. Even though I have a huge respect for opera, it's not necessarily my field, it's his. So if you want to hear details about that factor, definitely go bug him and see if he'll make a video on it at some point. But if you have something else you want me to get to, by all means drop it in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!